everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Tony Darrick and this is the How to Craft Network Studio. Boy, have we got a cheeky show for you today. We're going to do Create Together Club as always, and this is session number 5. But as always on a Friday, we try and bring you something different if you do want to purchase. And today we have a lovely little show for you. So if you are thinking about Christmas maybe, because it's coming, then you might want to do your wax seals on your giftables and things like that. I've got a lovely little show lined up for you. You may want to top up if you did buy them last time, and you can check out the show. If you are not a subscriber, click that subscribe button, and there is a little like button, a bell, a heart, go for it. And if you want to pop a comment underneath to let me know how you felt like the studio went, you can do that too. It is lovely for you to join me. I hope you're all staying safe. I hope you've all got your sun cream and keeping hydrated. It's red hot. Look at me. No jumper today, guys. No jumper today. So I'm going to quickly get down the counter and then we'll get straight on with Create Together. I have loaded some more Create Together Club collections. So if you missed out and you do want to join, it's not too late. We have some available. Not many, but we have some available. And we also have lots and lots of collection too available as well if you are wanting to get involved in that. And that starts in October, so you'll get that lovely stamp on your doorstep as a nice surprise. So how is everyone? I can see you're all talking. I've got lots of social media platforms going on. I'll have a look in a second. Let's do the counter and then we'll go and have a play. Another different card for you today. So I hope you've been crafting along. And don't forget, at the end of the 7 days of inspiration or 7 sessions of inspiration on our Create Together Club, if you have been crafting along and you have been making cards, post all 7 of your makes onto the Eureka fan page. Let's see what you've been up to, because I know a lot of you have been crafting along. Your makes have been amazing, by the way. Well done, everybody, for getting involved. I know a lot of you don't want to get involved, and that's absolutely fine. You just like to craft with your goodies. That's fine also, but we do like to see. So let's have a look at item number 1 on the counter. We're going to fly down this counter. It's too hot to be stood here talking. So these are some brand new collections. We loaded these on a few weeks ago. They haven't actually been to air. Now, if you're brand new to wax seals, these are so cool. I adore them. My son absolutely loves them as well. So each set is slightly different. So what we've done is normally you get the big glass jars with the wax beads and things in, and then you buy the heads separate and the handles separate, whereas these are just lovely little giftables if you were buying for a friend for Christmas, or if you're wanting to get involved with the wax seals on your envelopes. You've seen me time and time again put the wax seals over bundles of flowers and foliage and put that wax seal on. We just adore them at Stamps by Me, so hopefully you will be the same. 100524 wax seal gift set, blue and pearl baby feet. Let's just swap these around. There we go. So you can see the colour in there, blue and pearl. So these have got baby feet in here. I'll show you Now, this is an incredible price, ladies and gents. $15.99. The heads are about, I know they're only about £7 on my website, but if you are to buy these heads anywhere, they're about £10. They're so expensive. So we're already at a great price before we even give you discounts. So this one has the baby feet in, and this has got the blue and cream sort of pearl wax beads in there. You get the handle, the cooking sort of handle with the bowl, and then you get 2 tea lights in there as well. 100524. Now, $17.99. That is still amazing. $15.99 for the How to Craft Network, and if you're a club, £15.90. But if you have those points, well, we'll move on, shall we? Because I know a lot of you have those amazing points. So that's your blue and pearl. Next one, we have your pink and pearl, and this is your baby feet again. It's got the same one in here, so you probably will not want to buy them both. You'll probably want to top up on some pink pearls rather than get the whole collection, but it is totally your choice, okay? I'll just move my hand out of the way, sorry. There we go. You can see the pink and pearl ones in there. You get the handle and the 2 tea lights, and then the lovely baby feet. You also get the attachment with the brown handle as well. Absolutely gorgeous. 100525. Moving down, next one is, I think this has to be my favourite. So this one has like a vintage gold set of beads, and this one has a dove. Absolutely beautiful. 100526. The dove and gold. Look at that. Am I doing it the right way? There we go. It's gorgeous. Now, this is going to be for any occasion, absolutely any occasion. 100,525, and this one's 15.19 if you are in the club. So you get 2 tea lights, 1 jar of wax beads, 1 melting handle and 1 metal embellishment to do the design on there. I do encourage you to check out the website. We've got lots of different designs. These are just but a few. But if you go to the wax seal collect section, we've got beads, we've got cases, we've got heads, we've got stickers, and I'll show you those in a second. So they're the gold ones. Moving down very quickly then, we have the pink. Now these are like bright pink, okay? Oh, no, they're not. Let's have a look. So these are just the pink, and these are a very pale pink. And the head on this one is that beautiful envelope with the heart. Can we see that there? This is another one, which is an everyday one too. There we go. So you get the envelope with the heart inside, 100527 on this one. So 526 is the dove, 527 is the heart envelope, okay? And this one you get those lovely pink beads in there as well. So if you are in the club, 15.19, and again, just to cover that, 2 tea lights, 1 jar of wax beads in pink, 1 melting handle and 1 metal embellishment, 100527, and that is your heart. Now, if you are watching this channel, on our website, all the products will be under the show. We've attached them to the show for you. So the last one on here is the mouth. I'm not going to say hot lips. It sounds awful, but it is hot lips. Let's show you. So look at this one. This one's a bit fun, a bit quirky, Valentine's maybe. And these ones have those beautiful, beautiful beads in there that are bright pink. Bright, bright pink. Okay, so you can see that there. Look at that. That's quite cool, isn't it? A little bit different. And again, you get all of the same elements as the rest. 100528, 15.19 if you are in the club. If you have that 20% discount, I mean, you're getting them at nearly the same price I'm buying them in at. Moving on. Let's just move all of my rubbish. So I also have on the counter some top-up heads. So if you buy these collections, you get the handle in there. But equally, you can go and buy the handle on its own if you want to. But I have some amazing sort of designs here because these handles are screwed. So you just unscrew the metal attachment here and then you rescrew your new design on there. So, you know, you're not putting a box thinking it's one handle per design. They're a screw on there. You just screw whichever design you're wanting to use on the end there. So this one is your festive stag, Christmas. Absolutely beautiful. There we look at him. He is gorgeous. 100529, £7.12 if you are in the club. Okay, £7.12 in the club. There we go. Absolutely gorgeous. If you haven't got a Christmas metal embellishment, you need to get one. Now, we have several on the website. There's butterflies and there's all sorts, so check those out. The next one is Best Wishes. So for birthdays and things like that, I'm telling you, once you do a few seals, you're going to be hooked. So Best Wishes on this one is 100530, £7.12 if you are in the club. And then the last one on the counter is handmade, and it's got a hand on there. And this one is 100531. 100531, £7.12 if you are in the club. Okay, so that's that one. So a couple of other things I just want to touch on, just in case you're thinking, do you know what? I've bought a collection I could do with some other colours or things like that. We also have some collections of sets of beads. So you have all of the vintage beads collection, so all of the colours in there as well. So if you're wanting to top up on different colours so you can create a mix, you've got all of the colours you could possibly need. You also get the tea lights and the handle. These are available on the website. We haven't put these in the show, but check them out in the wax seal section. We also have jars available in lots of colours as well. So if you are collecting the jars or you're wanting a variation of colours in the jars, you can do that. These are 2 I've just picked up, but there is a whole host of beads on there. And lastly, if you're thinking to yourself, I love the wax element, I'm afraid of candles, because some people are, or, you know, I'm not bothered about sitting and waiting for the wax to melt. I don't want to bother with that experience. Why not check out our wax seal stickers, which are fabulous. Now, this is a Christmas one, and these are a total shortcut to getting that wax seal finish. So you can see the example on the lid here. So basically, they're stickers. Look at that. This is your Christmas one. So when you open them up, you get a whole bunch of stickers in there. They've got a sticky adhesive back. you pull the sticky adhesive off the back and adhere them to your envelope, projects, cards. We've used these lots. I use the pearl colours quite a lot, but this one is very, very beautiful for the Christmas. Okay, so check them out on the website. Lots and lots of different alternatives. But equally, if you're not bothered, you're not bothered. Let's go and do some craft. So let's move down. Let's move down. I've got a lovely demo today. So let's do a little shout out. How are you doing today? Ooh, lovely to see you all. It's warm, isn't it? Are we all okay? So Roxy Lee used all of her seals on her Xmas cards a couple of years ago. And it pushed them all up to a large lettering postage, remember that. So if you are posting them, remember that. Let's have a look. So that's a question. We've got the heads in the boxes, or are they on their own? In the boxes, you get the heads and the handles, Tracy, yes. So with 5 spoons and 5 handles, otherwise we'll end up with 5 spoons and 5 handles. No. So have a look at the different heads. There's different heads available. There's handles available. There's the sort of wax seal beads available, and they're just a lovely little affordable bundle with the different heads in there for giftables and Christmas and things like that. So there we go. Let's move on, shall we? So have a look at those, and you can have a look in your own time whenever you wish. It's just that on Fridays we always try and bring you something creative, and bear in mind Christmas is coming. That's our next launch, okay? But before we go into Christmas, I just have something to tell you about. Tomorrow on Create and Craft at 4 o'clock and 8 o'clock, Emma, Thirsty Brush Unlimited, is live on Create and Craft with a world launch of an Eyes Ink Deco ink pad, which is a multi-surface ink pad that works on everything. Have you ever heard of that before? Everything. You can't wash it off of your clothing. It works on pottery. I'll leave it to her to tell you. So make sure you set your reminder for Create and Craft tomorrow, 4 and 8. And she's also got the new Seth Apter Eyes Ink Ice pastes as well, world launch over on Create and Craft. So make sure you check that out or press record, because you know what she's like with colour and ink. It's amazing. So let's get into our demo. So Create Together Club is the 3 fabulous stamps. I keep mentioning it because still loads of you are buying it every time I come live. So you'll be sent all 3 stamps together in the post, and it's one price. You can't buy them as individuals, and you get a week's worth of inspiration for everyone, and me showing you so many ways to use that specific stamp. But you can see here as well, we have the Create Together Club Chapter 2, and that is also available as well. Michelle is so excited to buy Chapter 2. Yeah, it's just as good as Chapter 1, so if you enjoyed Chapter 1, you're going to love Chapter 2 too. Jane says she watched Emma last night, and it really does work on anything. I know, I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, Jane. I was on with Teresa yesterday at 4:30. If you missed that show, go back and watch it. We made some cute baskets, some pockets. There's just so much for you to, I always have to say, I have to recap on all of the things that we do, but because I do so much in studio, it's like, that's how I feel like I'm taught. I need to get it all out because there's just so much going on. But I know a lot of you stay on top of it, but I appreciate lots of you have to catch up, your work and things like that. So let's do something creative. So today we're going to use elements of our stamp, not the whole stamp, just elements. So I'm going to use the sort of hair from the lady's head on the one in the wind, because I'm going to use it as a background, just the hair. I'm just going to use the brolly. So these 2 components today to show you that you don't have to use complete images. We can always just chop it up and use segments of our images. So, Eureka. I hope everyone's enjoying the sunshine. It's lovely, isn't it? Just have to be careful in the sun, okay? So let's just get some space going on here. So grab some paper. And we'll grab our stamp. So I need the brolly one first. I'm just going to stamp the brolly head, and I'm going to colour the brolly with alcohol markers again because it's vibrant, isn't it? So I need the different ink. Where is it? Let's have a look. Here we go. So I'm using my Memento because I'm colouring with alcohol markers. I always put a big A if you're struggling with which is which. A and W, watercolouring, alcohol, okay? That's how I do it. So I'm just going to stamp this out, just the brolly head. Enid, the stamps cannot be bought separately. separately, sweetheart. It comes as part of the Create Together Club, so we're all creative together. I'm just going to stamp this very quickly 3 times. Anybody got any lovely plans for the weekend? It's Father's Day, isn't it? Any lovely plans? I'm just stamping the brolly 3 times. And no, they're not going to be 3D'd on top of each other. We've done that. We've moved on. Like so. Now quickly cut these 3 out. So you're probably thinking, why didn't you cut those out before you came to wear? Because I do everything with you, because we create together. So very quickly, just take these out of the page. So while I'm doing this, let's have a quick shout out. Hi, Heidi. Hi, Peggy. Look at you all talking to each other. Peggy's talking to Heidi. Heidi's, hello, Pauline. Lovely to see you all. Guess what I've been doing today, USA fans? I've been putting my next shows together for HSN next year. How cool is that? So you're not getting rid of me. Not yet, anyway. Oh. I'm like a bad smell. I just never go away. Once I'm there, I'm there. I'm holding on by my fingernails like, you're not getting rid of me. Do you know what, though? There's talk that people are going to be going back to the studios, you know, guys. So I was thinking, if I get to go to the studio, which would be awesome, wouldn't it? I might get to meet Anna Griffin. Anna Griffin, I mean, come on. I've been watching Anna Griffin since I started crafting. I think I'd be a little bit starstruck, though, if I saw Anna Griffin walking around in a building, wouldn't? She'd be like, who are you? Like, hey, I'm Tony. Could you imagine? Oh, I'm a nobody, but I love you. Oh, so funny. Gosh. Yeah, so I might end up flying over. Hot pink kisses are sold out already. Are you joking? Hot lips. Look at you all. Hot lips. Please make sure, though, you always check again after air when I've come off air, because sometimes they can be just sat in somebody's basket and I remove them if they're there a long time. So make sure you just keep your eye on the website. Click the notify me, definitely, if it's out, because when I count, if there's some spare, you will be the first to be notified. So always click the notify me, and then if you're still interested, you can do the checkout process. You know, I was like, when I saw that one, I was like, I'm not sure about the lips. What do I know? Not sure if people will buy the lips. The bright pink one on the end, Tim. Yeah, and you knew it, didn't you? Tim was like, that'll be popular. Like I know. So there's my 3 brollies. So hi, Susan. Hi, Tony. Tony's roasting today. Hi, Tony. Hi, Tony. Tony, did your mum want a boy? Because my mum did. He was going to be called Tony. So let's just move this out of the way for now. And there's our 3 brollies. I have stacked them up. They are there, I promise. So hi, Tina. You're not late. Don't worry, sweetheart. You've not missed much. I've just stamped the brolly 3 times. And now my hay fever's like playing up big time. Oh, gosh. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to use some low tack tape on a piece of card. Now, this is going to be the front of my card. So if you are crafting along, like so, this is just a piece of white card for the front of my card here. So I'm just going to take this tape and just pop it on my dress just to get rid of some of this. It's actually not that very tacky, this one. I don't know where this one's from. So I'm just going to create myself a little bit of a border. As you all know, I use my glass mat as a guide. As you all know, I sort of collect things in here. We have people with missing magnets, and we have people, I end up with stuff in here, like there's a lovely little kitten water bottle in here. I'm sure it's Carly's. I'm like, whose is that? Like, well, I think I might be having that one. Oh, honestly. So what I'm doing here is I'm totally sort of like picking an area of the card now. I don't want it to be equal on each side. Oh, We'll go about here, look. I've just got this panel down the centre here. Hay fever is really high. Yeah, it is absolutely really high. And do you know we get different types of pollen every year? That's why it affects people in different ways. And that's why sometimes people suffer really bad with it one year and then not the next year, because it's all different types of pollen that affects different people. I learned that today. Right, so I have this panel here. So I've just got some Distress Oxide. And I'm just going to add some ink in here with my blending tool. And we'll go in grey today. Oh, not green. Let's just clean this off. Get the ink off here. Just grab another sheet of scrap card to clean my brush. How far that ink's going. That's it. So let's get some black on here. Yeah, pollen is high. Oh, Tony says she used to watch Anna Griffin on QVC. I keep all my tools in her hold, or her, well, everything she does is amazing, isn't it? Her bags are just so elegant and gorgeous, aren't they, Tony? I know. I know. One day, guys, one day. Right, I'm just going to get this black ink and I'm just going to pop it on here, look. So I'm just going to blend down the page. Super, super easy. So I'm going to bring it down, it's quite dark at the top, and bring it down to a lighter. Okay, so I'm just going to keep blend, blend, blend. I'm not going to add any more ink to the brush. Hopefully it will fade out to a colour. So, I like an ombre, but I'm just doing it with one colour here. So let's just try and get it a little bit darker at the top. Pull the colour down. Like so. And that's it. I'm just going to leave it like that. And then I'm going to add a little bit of water. Now, I just dip my fingers in my water. I'm going to give it a flick. This is just normal cardstock, nothing fancy. Just give it a little bit of a flick there, just to create a little bit of texture. Let it work its magic. No, Anne, you haven't missed the sale of the glass mat. Now, the glass mat, you all keep asking about it, and it's fabulous that you're all super excited about it, but I'm saving it for birthday. Or when we launch our birthday, we've got some tremendous products. So I'm going to save the glass mat for then, otherwise I'll have nothing to sell when we celebrate 10 years on Create and Craft. So stay tuned for that one. At least you know where you're at with it now. I've allocated it to birthday. I know you're all excited about it. It's been a long time coming. I've changed it so many times. I've now put a really positive sentiment on the side. So I'll be needing a new one too, but I've really put like something special on the side here. So every day when you're crafting and maybe you're feeling a little bit pants, as it happens, all you need to do is read what I've put on the side to you, give you a nice little uplift message. And I've changed a couple of things, but it'll be worth it, I promise. Just to let you know, I'm always with you when you're crafting if you're feeling a bit, because it happens, doesn't it? So let's just, no, we're not bothered drying it because it'll still work. Right, so here's the lovely hair from that lady. Now, it's the texture of the hair where I'm just going to get some detail on my card here. I'm just going to grab a block for this one so I can be a bit random. It's just the hair I want here. So I'm just going to ink it up with some black. I'm just going to ink up the lines on the hair, not the body, just the hair, okay? Take away that black from there, don't want that. And then all I'm going to do is randomly pop some lines down the side. So it's half on the masking tape and half on our detail. Can we see that there? Oh, wrong ink pad. Well, no, doesn't matter really, does it? I have a huge stock, Joe. It'll be on my website, Jan. Yeah. So I'm just basically popping some detail or texture, if you want to call it texture, by using a hair. So it just shows you that sometimes you don't always have to have. Maybe do a bit of second generation stamping on there, look. Like so. So then when you remove your tape, you end up with this nice, cool panel look. Looks different already, doesn't it? So let's dry it off. And you will see the water now, the watermarks bleachy, come to the surface quite quick. Yeah, Barbara, you'll be able to get it from the shop as well. Can't wait till birthday, Pat. I know, 10 years on Create and Craft. Have I aged? Just a bit. I still shake, particularly when it's like a big event like birthday or, mind you, I absolutely went to bits when we changed channels. And now it's still called Create and Craft, but when we moved over, it was like starting school all over again. I cannot tell you, I was shaking. My nose starts to run when I get nervous and I'm tapping my nose and, oh, you all know me quite well now. It's like, what are you doing? You've been doing this for long enough now. Everybody at TV's like, but Tony, you're like, you're one of the best at TV. You've been here 10 years. What are you playing at? I'm like, what? It just happens. I can't control it. It's just a nightmare. Sometimes you need that little bit of a push or a nudge, I guess, don't you? Right, so what we're going to do now is grab our guillotine. Now, we all know how to do these sorts of techniques. So when I'm trying to do Create Together Club, I'm always trying to think of, yeah, people do this on the cards already, but how can we make it different? How can we step it up a gear? So then you've got a little bit of a creative spark in you. So I think they're going to then go home or then go into their craft room and think, I can do that. That's a bit different. Yeah, that looks cool. So this is me chopping it up a little bit and being a little bit different. So I've got my guillotine here. Just open my guillotine. Still beautiful, Tony. It's the cameras that make me look gorgeous. Or better, should I say, not gorgeous, better. Let me tell you. So what I'm going to do here is I think I'm going to cut out a segment of this panel. So I'll chop that bit away. Can we see here? And I think I might do a really thin one as well. No, don't push it, Tony, don't push it. Let's do a fatter one at this side. There we go. So we've now got 3 parts. We see that there? Super easy. I think the hair's created some lovely texture in that, hasn't it? And then what we're going to do is the centre panel, this one, we're going to just grab our scoreboard. Here, look. And we're going to pop this centre part into our scoreboard and we're going to put some lines in it. Okay, so I'm just going to do, if I can, if it'll let me, 1mm lines. Now I've put my artwork face down because I want the front of my artwork to be raised. So I'm just going on the 1mm lines here. Now I should put this in my Eureka, it wouldn't slide all over my mat, would it? But anyway, so 3. So you can do bigger increments. I'm just going 1 mils here. Trying my best not to slide off my counter. So then when you turn it over, you end up with something that looks like that. Now that looks cool. Come on. That looks awesome, doesn't it? That is so cool. Right, moving on. Come on, let's not talk about it. Let's get another piece of white card here. Karen, sorry, late to the party. You're okay, Karen? It's the beauty of our channel. You can always go back and watch. Make sure you go back and watch the other shows though, guys. My gosh. We've had some corkers of late and they are all here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Today's 5, and we've been saying all along which is your favourite. I think a lot of you liked 4 yesterday. 1, 4. Tim loved 2. I loved 3. My styler card, but isn't it brilliant how we all like different ones? It's just amazing. So this stripy part that we've got here, I'm going to pop a white panel down each side of it. Look, we see here. So I'm just going to cut this off. So let me just pop that on there. No measuring me, as you know. And then I'm just going to put a little finger mark in there, and we'll just trim like a mat and layer for our stripy panel. So it matches at the top, and then we'll just trim it off at the bottom. Like so. Move this out of the way. Everybody's like, where's this card going? Yeah, that's me. And then our panel in the centre with all of those lines on there, you can see the lines. I'm going to stick onto this sort of mat and layer, which is white. Or like a border. Do it straight. I don't think I've cut that very straight, actually. Tell you, it gets thinner towards the end. Let's mat and layer it straight, and then I'll trim it. See what I mean? Look at that. Oh gosh, what is all that about? Let me just trim it. Honestly, sometimes. No, it's absolutely not cut straight either. Promise you. There we go. Right. So let's just, can you see now, we've got your card in a sense, but one part is now mat and layered, and it'll come together quite quickly. And the beauty of it as well is you can twizzle it round so it looks like you've done the ombre as a zebra. Let's just move that over there. Let's bring in our lovely brollies, and I'm just going to put some card underneath. So I'm just going to colour these with markers. Now I'm not doing like a multicoloured, we're not doing a golfing brolly today. We're just going to do 3 lovely, easy peasy brollies. Now I showed you how to do the layering with your alcohol colouring if you don't want to learn the hard stuff and just want to get straight stuck in. So do a layer down, let the alcohol evaporate. And then go back and add some depth. Super easy. Because it does look quite liney when you first do it. And sometimes that's down to the cardstock that you're using if you're not using a super smooth. But there are shortcuts to get good looks, I find, without all of the GB9432, add GB7 on the outline and GB9000. You know what I mean? Keep it simple, really. So then just go on. Just add. This cardstock will probably drink all the ink out of my pen. It's just an everyday cardstock. So we'll come back to this one. So that's the purple one. Set that aside. Then we'll do this one. So I'm doing purple, coral, and what's the other one? Teal. So just getting that initial lay down. And you can see the ink's not smearing because we use the correct ink, which is the Memento. So go and mark your ink pads. Now, you don't have to do the alcohol colouring if you've got none. Alternatives, pencils, sparkle pens, watercolours. So that's the red one. So we now have purple, a red. We are going to just add a bit of dimension. I've shown you how to do sort of the glaze. The glazing technique is more for watercolouring, okay? But because we're layering, I'm going to use the name, the terminology, so you can relate to it. So every time I say glaze, it means to layer. And when it comes to watercolouring, it means to layer but dry between the layers. Remember when we did our first card, We did all of those techniques, didn't we? But between every single layer, we always dried the technique. And that's how you ended up with the different textures on your card. If you'd have just done it all as a one blob, it would have blended into one, wouldn't it? But because we did it in separate parts and dried it, it gave you that texture. So let's just go back to the purple one, and this is where you can add that bit of dimension if you want to by just edging down one side. As it evaporates, just edge down one side if you want to, or both sides. See, you've got dimension already. Just pick the area, one side. Keep it simple. There we are. Look, we've got a brolly that's got dimension. How easy is that? So somebody's loving this card. Who's loving this? Sue's loving this. Wait till it gets put together, Sue. You're going to love it. And then down this side, look, we'll do the same. And if when you put your lines in, like I've said before, and it's too liney and you're thinking, no, it doesn't look quite right, colour the whole area, let it dry, and then add the line again. You see how it's evaporated? Looks cool, doesn't it? Give the ink the time to evaporate. Let's just do this last one. And then you will add your white gel pen. We will do that though, but not now. So let's be creative with our sentiment. We need a nice sentiment. So from the same set, which one have we not used? Well, we've not used Not All Storms Come to Disturb Your Life, Some Come to Clear the Path. We haven't used that one yet, so let's use this one next. I need a piece of white. Oh, my belly's rumbling. What's all that about? Shouldn't be that hungry, really. So let's just do it with our block, shall we? I have had my Weetabix. So this one is the sentiment, and I'm just going to use my block here. And then we'll put this one out. It's coming together. I think you can get an idea of where this is actually going now, maybe, because I know a lot of you think, where is this going on a lot of my cards? I actually like that though, because I like the fact that you're thinking, where's this going? Sometimes you love them as well. Sometimes you absolutely hate them. It wouldn't do for us all to be the same though, I guess. Did you watch the Teresa show yesterday? She was talking. I was like, she's going to tell everybody. She's going to tell everybody. I was stood panicking, and everybody's then going, oh, Tony, I love your face. And it wasn't because of what she was creating. It was because I was like, oh, where's this going? Where is this going? So let's stick this sentiment onto a piece of black. If you've got glossy accents, I couldn't find mine. Do glossy accents on the brolly, make your brolly shiny, because that would look awesome for this technique. It really would. Or your crackle accents as well would look awesome. So just pop that on there. Cut it out again. My total bad cutting there, I'm telling you. There we go. Oh, it actually moved. That wasn't my bad cutting, for a change. Right. Get our card put together. So we have all of that. Oh, still not great. I promise, sort my eyes out. Right, let's bring in our card. So white top folding note card, okay? So it was a piece that fit seamlessly. If you remember on here, it had a small border. So that's where I'm going to go with this part of the card. So this is going to go on as if it was part of that border. So let's pop it on flat. Like so. And then this part here, look. Make sure it's straight. We've got this already. And then this one is going to go on pads. Now I'm thinking about doing the ombre the opposite way. Have a look. Yeah, I'm going to do it the opposite just because we can. But obviously when you create yours, you can keep it all matchy. I know some of you suffer with the OCD on the eyes. So let's pop this one on here. I'll do light to dark on this one just to be a little bit different. Now, because we put that border on, we're going to get that lovely raised. I'm hoping you can see the lines in there. Can you see the lines in there? Perfect. And then we're going to pop this down here. So it's got that raised white border look. See that there? Oh, it's really dimensional. And the lines make it look really creative. And then we have our amazing brollies. Give them a little bit of shape. Think about where you're going to pop them all. Yes, Tony. Oh, do you like this one? What do we think of that? Actually quite like that. Let's just get some white fine liner on here. Probably colour it a little bit darker if I was you at home. Make it really pop. And if you use those glossy accents, you're really going to get that touch of difference on your card as well. So don't forget that. Now you could actually do white spots of like rain if you wanted to. No, don't faff, Tony. Don't faff. Right, let's get some more pads. Gorgeous. Oh my giddy aunt, I love this. Really? So let's get some nice shape on here. Shall we double pad so we get some lovely light brollies if they're all floating around. We'll stick this one flat. We'll stick this flat. You've got so many sort of techniques in here. You've got your ombre technique. You've got your scoring technique, you've got your snippability technique. Then you've got your mixy-matchy design in the background as well. So, you know, so much really in one card. Just goes on and on, doesn't it? I tell you. So, double pad. I'm double padding the brollies so they really stand proud. And we'll just like do this one as if it's just covering the corner of our sentiment because that'll look cool, look. There we go. So it looks like it's protecting it from the sunshine. Oh, I've done that wrong, haven't I? We're going to put purple there. It's fine though. Let's put purple at the bottom. And we'll not do it and we'll just do it. Yeah, we'll just do it. It's just clipping a sentiment a little bit. There we go. And it needs sequins, but I'm going to leave it as is for now. I think you get the idea. What do we think to that one? So actually, would you say that's a clean and simple card? I'll let you decide. There we go. Ta-da! So a little bit different. So the hair has texture and the brollies just floating around as if they're floating in the wind. Now, if you don't like the white space, oh, that was my tummy. I'm so sorry about that. Get a really light ink pad and do a patterned umbrella background. You know, so it's faint in the background if you don't like the white space, but it has got so much texture in there, the lines in there, and the 3D element of it looks really cool. So there we go. I will add some sequins to the photo, but there we go. So shall we add it to the list? Let's add it to the list. Let's do a quick pan. So we're 1, 2, 3, that's stage 5. So that's card number 1 with the texture. Number 2, shaped card with dimension. Then we have number 3 with the generation stamping. and the brand new twine cord that I adore. Scraps of paper, that one. Then yesterday we absolutely went to town with silhouette stamping and the watercolour backwash. And then the last one on there is using elements of the stamp to create a clean and simple card. There we go. Session 5. 2 more sessions to go. What am I going to do? Somebody send me a message. What am I going to do? So I hope you've enjoyed those. Pop a message maybe underneath here. If there's anything, a technique you were like, this would look cool with that, will you give it a go? I might have a go for you. So that's the end of Create Together session 5. Thank you so much. Oh, you're just too kind. And we have some lovely items as well for our How to Craft Network launch every Friday anyway, so check those out. But I do encourage you to show us your makes on our Eureka fan page. We do love to see what you do. Everybody is kind, everybody is supportive. Let's all just share the love of craft. Don't forget, Emma is with you tomorrow, Create and Craft, 4 p.m, 8 p.m. with a world launch. It's amazing. You can't get them anywhere else. So whatever you're doing, have a beautiful weekend. I know there's a bit of rain coming, but make the most of it, okay? I will see you all later. Take care, everyone. Bye.